Hello and welcome to News Round, where we bring you a recap of stories that made headlines during the week. I'm Olumide Macaulay. First, the headlines. President Tinubu says Nigeria has reached 2025 revenue targets without borrowing. Following her rescue from Libya, Mercy Oluwagbenga urges young people to learn from her experience. Floodwaters devastate 7 communities in Lao local government area, leaving over 2,000 people displaced. China celebrates her 80th anniversary with weaponry shown as President Xi Jinping warns the country that the country fears no one. That's News Round in View. We begin News Round with a new partnership between the Independent National Electoral Commission and the National Identity Management Commission aimed at strengthening voter identification in Nigeria. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu disclosed this during a strategic meeting with NIMC officials at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. He expressed optimism that the collaboration will, in future, allow citizens to vote from anywhere, regardless of where they registered. The NIMC says it will leverage the ongoing voter registration exercise to enhance its national database and deepen digital identity integration across the country.
The Director General of the National Identity Management Commission is at the INEC headquarters for a collaborative meeting with the electoral umpire. The meeting seeks to improve existing collaborations to enhance voters' identification management during elections.
In line with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, who is very, very keen on ensuring that we continue to have credible elections based on reliable identity systems, we are here today to further continue this collaboration with INEC. One of the key steps in us advancing this course is for us to start off with INEC on their voter registration exercise for NIMC to ensure that we are available during this process, to be able to provide access to Nigerians at the community level to be able to enroll and register for the NIN in collaboration with the INEC.
The National Identity Management Commission oversees citizens' identity, just as the Independent National Electoral Commission holds and manages the identity of the nation's voters.
We look forward to the day when your database will serve as the single source of truth for citizenship identification in Nigeria. When the time comes, the National Register of Voters may simply draw from the citizenship register, as is the case in many jurisdictions around the world. This may also enable citizens to vote in future elections from their places of choice anywhere in the country, rather than the places they register as voters, as is the case at present.
The electoral umpire is hoping that a new collaboration between the two agencies and enable voters to vote irrespective of where they registered. INEC has already commenced a nationwide voter registration exercise to expand the database of voters in Nigeria. And for the management of the NIMC, this ongoing voter registration is a better start point for the new collaboration.
President Bola Tinubu has announced that Nigeria is not borrowing and has already met its revenue target for the year, signaling a major economic milestone. He made the remark during a reception for members of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change led by the former Nasarawa State Governor, Senator Tanko Almakura, at the presidential villa.
Progressive Change It's a gathering of members of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change, the CPC, led by the former Nasarawa State Governor, Senator Tanko Almakura. Also in attendance is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, serving governors, former governors, legislators, serving and former ministers, and aides to the President. They're in the State House for a meeting with President Bola Tinubu. The leader of the delegation appreciates President Tinubu for honoring their late leader and mentor, former President Muhammadu Buhari, during his funeral. The speaker added that the president has their support.
Your gesture was a powerful statement of dignity, loyalty, and legacy. For that, Mr. President, we thank you from the depth of our hearts.
We will continue to gather support for you, for your government, your administration, and for 2027, inshallah. CPC members will be at the forefront of your support.
The president applauds them for their visit and support. He assures them that he will continue to work for the good of the country.
Many of you had to suffer the initial abuse and the fear. Where are we going? We know the direction that we should go. We are going up. No, those who may not know will not know. Today I'm standing before you, I can brag that Nigeria is not borrowing, it's dying from local bank. The revenue, we have met our target of revenue for the whole year. We met it in August. I've reviewed this morning.
He says more is also being done.
If non-oil revenue is going well, then we have no fear of whatever Trump is doing on the other side. And I've just signed off on a huge mechanization, program that every region we have.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Following this meeting, the president also received a delegation of Katsina State stakeholders.
Normally, we politicians are known to be afraid of the next election. But decisions you have taken on behalf of this country are decisions that show that you love the country more than the next election.
The president outlined steps being taken to address the security challenges in the state.
I'm reviewing all the aspects of the security. It might be necessary, instead of all this civilian, this Amateko, this, or JTVFT, civilian, that, and I have to create state police. We are looking at that holistically.
The president assured them that all will be done to protect the people and defeat those behind the security challenges. From the presidential villa, Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
A Nigerian lady who was previously trapped in Libya, Mercy Oluwagbenga, has advised Nigerians against traveling abroad through dangerous routes. She made the comment while narrating her ordeal during a media briefing organized by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission in Abuja. She was recently rescued after a viral video showed her crying for help, drawing national attention to her plight.
I came into this country, Libya, because of my mom. My mom was sick.
This is Mercy Oluwagbenga, who cried for help in this amateur video posted on social media in July 2025 while she was in Libya.
Before I could finish paying her, my mom died. I was left stranded. I'm currently stranded in Libya. have been suffering for over 3 years.
The viral video soon got the attention of the federal government, who took necessary steps to ensure her safe return to Nigeria.
Chief Executive Officer Nigeria.
Mercy, an indigene of Kaba, Kogi State, arrived in Nigeria on September 2, 2025, and is received by the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission in Abuja.
Along the line,
she narrates her ordeal with a clear message to Nigerian youths.
2021, I was working in Nebuka, washing their plates. So I heard the girls talking about Libya. It is not as if they deceived me. I willingly left. I went there December 2021. I wake up maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, clean the house. Then when I'm done, they will lock. I'll go inside. They will lock the door. When they dirty the house again, they will come and open the door. So even if they are going out, they will lock my room door, lock the outside door, lock the gate door. So there is no way I could go out. But during those times, they normally withdraw my blood. And after they withdraw my blood, sometimes I don't used to remember anything. The day I made the video, I tried to run. During those times, my mom died already. My mom died already along the line. So it was only my brother that was able to bury him. Due to my own situation, I was like, maybe when I get here, there, I'll be able to send something to my mom. But when I got even 5 naira, I couldn't even see to send to her. She died. She died. So no matter the situation, even if you are seeing 10 naira every month, 20 naira every month, don't go to Nigeria is better than every country.
According to NIDCOM, 2,467 Nigerians were evacuated from Libya in 2024, while 956 Nigerians were rescued from Libyan prisons in the first quarter of this year.
Anybody telling you?
The NIDCOM boss reiterated the need for Nigerians to avoid irregular migration, promising to ensure the full rehabilitation of the Libyan returnee.
We'll ensure that all funds are channeled into your education. And I'm sure, don't worry, you'll go to school, you'll survive. And thank Mr. President too. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's determined that the welfare of every Nigerian matters. And on his behalf, we're going to make sure that you get everything you need and you do not suffer. And to all everybody trying to go on that dangerous journey, it is not worth it. You're lucky before we find you, because we found you. There are many you can't even get across to.
The Commission is promising to continue working with relevant stakeholders to ensure the protection of Nigerians globally. From Abuja, Kumbi Aboluade, Channels Television News.
When Newsround returns, China celebrates her 80th anniversary with weaponry shown as President Xi Jinping warns the country fears no one. Please stay with us. Back to Newsround. No fewer than 2,800 people have been displaced, with 680 buildings affected following a devastating flood that wreaked havoc in 7 communities in Taraba State. The damage, according to the State Emergency Management Agency, is sequel to the refusal of residents not to leave the floodplains, or not leaving the floodplains, rather, despite warnings by the agency.
Officials of the Taraba State Emergency Management Agency are embarking on a tour to 7 communities in Lao local government area where a flood disaster has caused significant devastation. Residential buildings, schools, worship centers, markets, farmlands, among others, were overwhelmed in the flood, leaving some residents to take safety on treetops. According to the National Flood Early Warning Center, 11 local government areas in Taraba State are expected to be affected, in addition to other locations across 13 states nationwide, owing to the expected rainfall between September 4 and 8, 2025. The State Emergency Management Agency is engaging communities living on floodplains, asking them to evacuate ahead of the intense flood.
Please, you have to leave this area as fast as possible to a higher ground. We have seen and observed that Donda community is the only higher ground close by, and you need to move fast. We are collaborating with the Red Cross to provide medication in case of waterborne disease. You can only return here if the water level recedes.
The state agency is responding to the disaster by providing food and non-food items to victims.
We are grateful to Governor Abu Kefas for these kind gestures of providing for us in our trying moment. To the Executive Secretary, we appreciate our sincerity for not diverting what is meant for the poor and ensuring that it gets to us without any middlemen.
From the flood disaster, the agency puts the number of affected persons at over 2,000.
Flood in our local government has caused significant devastation, affecting several communities across 4 wards: Donada, Kunini, Laute, and Laute, with over 2,800 people displaced, 680 buildings destroyed, 100 hectares of land, under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency, as part of State Emergency Management Agency efforts in responding to disaster.
As the rainy season gets to its peak in Taraba State, the government says it remains resolute in ensuring that lives and property are safeguarded through proactive measures.
And in politics, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says the People's Democratic Party should not endorse the Labour Party's Peter Obi for the 2027 presidential election. Speaking during his monthly media chat in Abuja, he says while he has no interest in contesting himself, such a move will lead the PDP to destruction.
The point that I wanted to make
It's the September edition of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory's monthly media chat. And before getting into the business of the day, the minister takes a moment to speak about the demise of the first female head of service of the FCT, who passed on September 1, 2025.
Very hardworking. It was because of her hardworking nature. She ought to have retired. I had to write to Mr. President to extend Mr. President magnanimously, because she's very experienced, and the first indigenous head of service, It's unfortunate. I will pray that so rest in peace. After now, I will go and pay condolences to the family. It's really unfortunate what the activities.
Thereafter, he goes ahead to comment on the just concluded local government elections in Rivers State, where the APC won 20 local governments and the People's Democratic Party won 3, saying that the results only show that people are losing faith in the party.
As time goes on, PDP has been a predominant party in Rivers. No doubt about that. You also know that PDP has had its own problems. People are losing faith. People are losing faith in PDP, whether you agree or not. It's not to come out on television to say this or that. Whether PDP likes it or not, they had the opportunity. The only thing that's going for me now, and that's why I won my local government, is because my people believe and still have that faith in me. I have not told them to leave APC. To leave PDP. But
despite the zoning of the PDP's 2027 presidential candidate to the south, Mr. Wike takes a position not to run. However, he wants the PDP against fielding the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi.
Bringing Obi to where? Obi to where? You want to kill the party the more?
You want to?
Obi that, you see, if somebody don't have character, Obi that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten, is this. So the party is good enough for you to come and run for. You see these people, ambition can make you even go to Satan's house. Anybody who says so, like the Bana said, I heard him say, that is Bana's opinion, is entitled to his opinion. But if you want to destroy the party, dare it. If you want to destroy this party, dare to bring it. Let them even be caught. There's no way he will go because of ambition. Can't we be principled? You talk about Jonathan. I respect Jonathan very well. I know he does the role as an elder statesman and somebody the international community respects, and I think he will continue with that. These people who are weighing Jonathan, what is their strength? Are they not the same people who played him game in 2015?
As the PDP plans to hold its national convention in Oyo State in November 2025, Mr. Wike advises the party leaders to resolve all internal issues before holding the convention to enable a smooth run of the exercise. From Abuja, Kumbi Aboluade, Channels Television News.
News round ends in Beijing, where Chinese President Xi Jinping presided over the country's largest ever military parade, marking the 88th anniversary of Japan's World War II surrender. The highly choreographed display at the Tiananmen Square featured cutting-edge weaponry. The president declared that China fears no one, warning the world stands at a crossroads between peace and war. In a rare public appearance, President Vladimir Putin, North Korea's Kim Jong-un, and Xi stood together, the first time the trio have appeared publicly as a bloc. Former U.S. President Donald Trump criticized the gathering, accusing the leaders of conspiring against the United States.
Thousands of troops marched in formation as China unveiled a dazzling array of its most advanced weaponry, including hypersonic missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, stealth fighters, underwater drones, and early warning aircraft. From his vantage point atop Gate of Heavenly Peace, President Xi Jinping delivered a defiant address to the assembled People's Liberation Army, urging the world toward cooperation over confrontation. Dressed in a grey Mao suit, Xi then toured Tiananmen Square, standing in a vehicle and greeting troops with salutations, before the parade finally commenced down Beijing's Chang'an Avenue, a major thoroughfare in the Chinese capital. Vladimir Putin of Russia and Kim Jong-un of North Korea attended as honored guests alongside some 24 leaders predominantly from non-Western nations. Their presence symbolized a growing strategic alignment, an axis projecting a challenge to Western influence. Analysts interpret the event as a deliberate signal of unity and strength between these three countries amid mounting global tensions. Meanwhile, in the United States, President Donald Trump appeared to react with a mix of sarcasm and concern, questioning whether Xi would acknowledge the U.S. role in World War II while accusing him of conspiring alongside Putin and Kim.
And that's it on News Round, a recap of stories that made headlines during the week. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.